About 13 miles from downtown Atlanta, welcome to Truist Park. We've got baseball on the show. It's the San Diego Padres going up against the Atlanta Braves. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And today's starting pitcher, Grant Holmes. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it. And I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. And that drops in for a strike. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Luis Ariz stands in. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Boog, here's a guy at the plate I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. Manny Machado now at the plate. And a strike in there. Next pitch is outside. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground, out to short. On to first. Padres go down 1-2-3. Back at Truist Park. And on the hill, Michael King.
Well, what quickly stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability to get swings and misses, and to limit base runners, that's critical in winning games today, especially when teams are depending on the big swing, the home run, to win ball games.
Off the mark there. And that's ball 2. And a swing and a miss there.
2-2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And the batter now, Austin Riley. And that's a fair ball.
Batting third.
Here's Matt Olson.
Matt Olson.
On the ground, 2 ball. Off balance feet, there's 1. And that's 2. Back here in Atlanta, all set for the start of the inning. And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. And that is out of play. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Well, here's Xander Bogaerts now. The pitch. Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second. But he's in there easily.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
That one pulled foul. Bogarts, the runner at second with one away. And that skips in the dirt. On the ground, right side. A sliding stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Jose Iglesias, the next up for the Padres. And that's way high. And it's 2-1. That's inside.
No, that's inside.
And ball four, two aboard.
Batting 8th, catcher.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Here's Elias Diaz. Late swing, fouled off.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Second inning here, no score. High fly ball lifted into the air right field. Acuna has it sized up. And that's the third out. Bottom of the second. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Here's the pitch to Ozuna. And a foul ball, he stays alive. That misses the zone. And a count now even up. That's a little bit low.
We got a full count.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Batting 5th.
Here's Alex Verdugo.
Alex Verdugo.
One down, base is empty. And now 2 balls and a strike. Stays alive. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. He makes the grab. 2 down. So here's Murphy now.
Catcher Sean Murphy.
Two outs. That gets by him.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Here is Ozzy Albies up to hit. And downstairs.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the
a swing and a miss, that retires the side, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Brandon Lockridge. Not close
2-1.
with that one. And a count 2-1. And misses
3-1.
inside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the
That's
driver's
out.
seat with
Ball
the 3-1 count. Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Lockridge gets his lead at first. Nobody out. The 1-1 is fouled off. Tatis waits. And that's a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some hole.
Balls it in, and there's one away. Now Machado up here.
In the grand scheme of things, this at-bat might not feel important because it's early, but it could create a domino effect for things to come. Control what you can here and have a strong at-bat.
And that one ripped into right, and Acuna able to make the grab. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Rips one to right, and that's the 3rd out. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. And now it's 1-2. That one missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
This one in the air. Machado settles under this one. Makes the grab, 1 down. Nick Allen next up for the Braves. Still tied at 0. Last of the 3rd. Hit on the ground to the right side. The flip to the pitcher covering. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd. So the lineup flips over. Digging in, Ronald Acuna Jr. 2 down, nobody on. Tap foul at the plate. One and 2 now on Acuna. That was the sweeper, but it missed. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back at Truist Park. Here comes X to the plate. Bogarts, who wears that number 2 on his back for his idol, Derek Jeter. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Ripped on a line, hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat.
Now batting, first baseman, Gavin Sheets.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1 and 2.
Oh, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I'll tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Out to short. Whips it to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. Jose Iglesias, the next up for the Padres. And that one almost hit him.
Hey,
4th inning underway, no score.
2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. And that keeps the inning going.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
The 2-1. Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. That misses, and it's 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. Bottom of the fourth, now the number 2 hitter, Austin Riley.
Austin Riley.
And he grounds one to the right side. Iglesias handles, throws to first. 1 out in the bottom of the fourth. And the batter now, Matt Olson.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
The 1-1 is fouled off. One out, base is empty. And that's outside. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Marcelo Zuna coming up to hit. Next offering is in for a strike. And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Alex Verdugo. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Chopper right side. Iglesias throws to first in time, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now the left fielder, Brandon Lockridge. There's the strike up high, and the count's full.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Hauls it in for the out. So with 1 down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. And that is cut on and missed. And a count 1-2.
Probably just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Misses inside. And now 3-2.
Full count.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And the Padres have a man aboard with 1 out.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Tatis dives back in. And now it's going to be Luis Arias. Late swing, foul to the left. Fights it off. He'll see another. Outside low. And the count's even at 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Runner takes off. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Righty reliever out of the pen, Rafael Montero.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Here's Manny Machado now. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Drops into the glove, and that'll do it. Back here in Atlanta, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. And the right-hander's 3-1. And that's in for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game. And the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
One down, base is empty. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Now batting.
Now, Nick Allen.
Nick Allen.
Swing and a miss. Going to count 1-2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
2 outs. Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
That misses the zone. Full count, 3-2. On the ground to third. Fair ball.
Now batting. Right fielder.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. King checks over to first, and he's back. Not even close there. Now 2 balls and a strike. Next offering is fouled back. That one missing inside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
The other way. That's a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Back-to-back singles. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
So here's Riley now. And a count 1-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
2 on, 2 outs. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
Struck him out looking. Here's Bogarts now. The shortstop takes the ball. Hit hard on the ground and up the middle, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
That's in for a strike at 95, and it's 1-2. With the go-ahead run at first, and we're the top half of the 6th. Battling here as he fouls it away.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Headed towards the corner. Snags it on the run. And there's 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Hit in the air, right field. Under it is Acuna to make the grab. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Steven Kolick.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
Here's Matt Olson now.
Off for the Braves, first baseman, Matt Olson.
You know, these Braves putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen. Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Good piece of hitting going the other way with that pitch to beat the shift. You know, not a lot of guys are willing to do that, even with the shift on, because they're looking to pull the ball with authority, but it's a pretty easy hit if you want it.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. High fly ball, shallow right field. Tatis. And there's 1 away.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
1 away, tie game, go-ahead run stands at first here in the bottom of the 6th. Runner takes off, and the count 1-2.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground, stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
This one popped up. Sheets brings it in, and there's 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Olsen, the runner at first with 2 gone. And foul ball. On its way to the corner. Tatis after it. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. Liner, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Pierce Johnson.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
And now it's Elias Diaz.
Catcher, Elias Diaz.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Murphy fires to first. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Brandon Lockridge getting ready to hit.
Leadoff man is on. You got to be looking for the bunt here. Trying to get him into scoring position.
And a sac bunt here. On the run, sends it over to first. On the money, nice play. So man aboard, 1 down, and it's Tatis at the plate. That misses,
That's the ball.
And it's 2-1. And strike 2. 1 out.
2-2.
The go-ahead run is at second. Lined into left center. Should be extra bases. Run comes in from second, and they take the lead in the 7th.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just an awesome swing of the bat, quick hands, and just launched the baseball. 108 on the exit velocity. Man, that is coming off the bat pretty good. I know he's feeling good about it.
That one inside, and the count's full. One out, and a runner at second here in the top half of inning number 7. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. And it's second. Runner takes off for third. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Pickoff move to second. Hey. Tatis dives back in. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Lined into right. And Acuna able to make the grab. Here's Manny Machado. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
Riley fires to first. Machado out of the play. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Jason Adams.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Well, one-run game now in for the Braves. Michael Harris the second. Line to right, base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
And that's through there for a strike. And it's 2-2. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. with the tying run on at first here at the bottom of the seventh. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. 1-2.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. 2 out. Here's Austin Riley. Runner on the move. Pitching for a strike. Throw, save, and the tying run is now in scoring position. Misses, and that's ball 2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Daysbel Hernandez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. The 1-1. That's a strike. That misses. 2-2. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And there's a ball.
We got a full count.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Under it is Acuna to make the grab. And there's 1 down. And here comes Xander Bogaerts.
Shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
That missed. That's a ball.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. And Acuna able to make the grab. And there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Gavin Sheets. Up and in, 2-1. Cut on and lifted in the air. Verdugo corrals it, and that is that.
Now pitching for San
Back
Diego.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Wandy Peralta.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And the count 1-2. He goes down looking. Marcell Ozuna next up for the Braves.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
And that's downstairs. Now 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
2-2 is the count.
Tap back up the middle. Iglesias. Now the throw to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play.
Now batting.
And next for Atlanta, Alex Verdugo.
Verdugo.
Outside low, and a count 2-1. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. And we're back. New inning getting started. And now Jose Iglesias. Swing and a miss and a slider.
1-2.
That one down the line. Riley. And they get the leadoff man in the 9th. So digging in now for San Diego, Elias Diaz. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. That missed by a lot. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Up the middle. Tosses to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 9th. Running out of chances to pad the lead. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Lockridge. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Pitch misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Up the middle. Base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. He kind of muscled that one out there. Didn't get the barrel with it, but the important part was that he found a way to stay through the baseball and just drop it into center field.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. That's inside, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Two outs. That one fouled off. 2-2. Runner on the go. And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Robert Suarez.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year, typically at least one an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Here's Sean Murphy.
Leading off for the Braves, catcher Sean Murphy.
Inside. 2-1.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
That's in there. 2-2. And that one upstairs.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
He fouls it off. We'll do it again. One-run game, bottom 9. Right through there, got him. And that's the first out. Ozzie Albies next up for the Braves. And a count 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swings and misses, struck him out. Now only 1 out remaining. Michael Harris II next up for the Braves. They're down to their final strike.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down, and trusting the players standing behind him to make the plays defensively. Sometimes you want to see a high-scoring game, but sometimes you can appreciate the artistic beauty of what these pitchers did on the mound today.
The final 1-0 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi saying so long